And we only have 4 more days here in the 24 days of building more muscle with calisthenics training. So we're starting to get a little bit more into the weeds of the stuff that's going on under the hood that could be inhibiting your ability to get the results you want. And in today's video, we're looking at 2 mental attitudes or mindsets that I find plague a lot of people when it comes to trying to build muscle. The first of these mental attitudes is this notion of I'm a hard gainer. People come to me sometimes and say, I'm a hard gainer, and there's even a lot of things out there in our fitness culture, programs, supplements, videos out there. It's like, this is how you build muscle if you're a hard gainer, and basically trying to teach you that you need to approach diet and exercise in this really crazy, strange, or unique way. When the reality is that most people are hard gainers. Unless you've got some sort of a great genetic disposition for building muscle, which, yeah, granted, a lot of people do have that, most people are going to have a really hard time building muscle, as I've alluded to in previous videos. And the ironic thing is that understanding this actually can make it easier to build muscle, because when we find the results are coming slower, or we're having to put in more effort than we feel we might need to, it can be very self-defeating and very, very frustrating, thinking something's wrong with me, something is wrong with the program, and then you start program hopping all over the place, thinking you need to do something special or unique, or feeling like, oh, I guess this is just the way I am, and therefore I'm never going to be able to build much muscle. Now, for sure, genetics and body type do play a very big influential role in your potential to build muscle. Some people are just going to have a lot easier time packing on beef than other people. But that doesn't mean that you can't develop a very impressive physique. Because if anything, one of the best ways to look your best is to develop your unique physique that you were born with. If you were kind of slight and not more of a petite type of build, trying to become big and huge and massive like a linebacker is probably going to bring about a little bit more of a try-hard appearance in your physique, and it doesn't really just gel very well. It's not your best. And then if you think, well, if I'm kind of robust and built like a linebacker, and I want to be this lean, slight, athletic build like a Frank Zane or something, trying to just really get skinnier and diet yourself down is going to have the same effect. If anything, when it comes to developing a good physique that's going to make you look good, is developing your unique qualities. If you're naturally kind of square and blocky, own up to that. If you've got somewhat of a V-shaped taper or a very long, slight build, own up to that as well. But the biggest thing is, don't think that you are inherently limited, because we will ultimately self-sabotage by training our subconscious. I'm not someone who can succeed. I'm not someone who can build much muscle. And as a result, your subconscious is going to influence all of your behaviors to ensure you maintain that identity and prevent you from further developing yourself in the way you want. And the second mental block that holds a lot of people back is workout boredom. You start getting into a new program, things feel new and novel, you feel like you're kind of shocking your body, you're getting sore the next day and stuff. But of course, your mind and your body can adapt really fast to any new novel stimulus that you're enticing on yourself. And then it feels like you're getting just into basic mundane routine. And again, you start program hopping and you start chasing after the shiny new elusive objects, trying to shock your body like crazy. And that can produce that shock and awe effect from time to time. But always remember that you get the best results you want, not from bringing something new and novel to your body, but instead improved and progressive. And when we are bored, that sets us up 2 ways. One is, again, chasing the shiny object syndrome, and we just run around in circles. But also, never forget that your ability to effectively train your muscles comes from your mind and your nervous system. The exercise, the sets, the reps, and all that, that's just the application of that mental concentration. So when we're bored, what that essentially means is that we're not creating a high level of a demand on our muscles that our mind has to get some sort of fierce concentration over. So it is definitely something we want to avoid. But the best way to do that is not just throwing random new things at you. Instead, it's to always have something in your workouts that you're working on. As I alluded to in an earlier video, you always want to be keeping a log. You always want to be writing down what can you do to improve and progress in one workout to the next or 1 week to the next. So when you're doing your push-ups, your mind should always be focusing on something you're trying to improve. Trying to keep my elbows in, trying to keep my shoulders back, just trying to get a couple more repetitions, trying to keep my abs engaged, something at all times. Because boredom is always a sign that you have a lack of concentration on trying to do something better. And it's that trying to do the exercise better that ultimately creates the progressive stimulus for the development that you are trying to produce. So boredom, it means you're not going anywhere, but it's so easy to overcome just by having something to focus on improving. So yes, building muscle is hard, but understanding that, ironically enough, makes it easier, and having something to focus on, even the smallest thing from one workout to the next on trying to do something better, will stave off boredom, keep you on track, moving you forward, and prevent you from just running around in circles chasing after an elusive novelty. More videos here to get you caught back up. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Be fit and live free.